Welcome back, everyone. So I did want to follow up on this. There is another posting for CIG about yesterday's discussion on the rollout for 1.0 and the discussion that was presented yesterday. So it's about 5 hours old, but let's get into it, see if we can cover most of the details here. So this is the intended implementation. This is not currently in an evolutionary state. So this may or may not actually pan out to be the final, but this is currently the direction they're headed with LTI and other insurance and warranties. First, we'll cover in-game purchases or created vehicles. These are, again, crafted or in-game purchases. So you can purchase insurance in-game with varying levels of duration. So again, you'll meet up with an insurance vendor and then you'll purchase from them with varying degrees of duration, whether it be potentially 1 month or 6 months. We don't know what the durations will be, but I'm assuming something like that would make sense. And then you would pay additional pricing for the higher duration and the better coverage. Chassis level 1 is going to be the chassis and the original included equipment. So if you have a Vulture or something like that, and you go to get the equipment back, it's going to be the original, like the cinch, the dual cinch scraper heads, as well as the abrade and the tractor beam. So those are good examples. Whereas if you had previously upgraded the different crafting heads to dual abrades and dual trawlers, then unfortunately you're not going to get those. You're going to get the original equipment and the original ship back. Not the original ship. You're going to get the ship back with its original equipment. Vehicles are destroyed without insurance. It is lost forever. Again, this is related to in-game purchase sorts of crafting vehicles. But if you do lose a vehicle, it is gone forever. So it must be very intentional. And there will be a warning when you summon your vehicle that it is an active ship. Well, it's a ship without active insurance. Level 2 will add custom components coverage along with the chassis. So when it comes time to pull out that ship, if you have custom components to it, maybe you have crafted gear or something like that, crafted components on there, you will get those back if you lose that ship with that insurance, that level of insurance. Level 3 just adds the ship decorations component. It doesn't appear that the items in there, so if you have like gear in there, something like that, it probably has its own insurance. That's yet to be determined, but this literally just says decorations, and I don't think any additional equipment will be included, just the decorations. And you will get level 2 coverage, so you will also get the custom components back as well. New implementation, again, this is just meant for Star Citizen 1.0, so this is not anything that's being used now, but anyways, at the end of the day, you're looking to get a payout for credit value for the custom chassis components and decorations, depending on which of the different levels you choose. I like that it chooses the real world here because this isn't always how insurance actually works. But I'm assuming, again, you're going to get the actual value. What they're noting here is you're going to get the real value back depending on these different levels. All right, there will also be an earnable warranty, aka the transferable warranty that was discussed, and that can be applied to a ship. And then you'll get the ship back. Instead of the value of the ship, you're going to actually get the actual ship back with the intended components, assuming you have that correct level of insurance. Heading down here to vehicles through the website, aka the ships that you've pledged for, or in-game purchased ships. So again, those that you've pledged for. All insurances will last for the varying durations like it's always supposed to. So this, again, if you have 6 months insurance, then that's what the insurance you'll have. If you have LTI, you have lifetime insurance. If you have 10-year, you have 10-year. Level 1 is chassis and original purchased equipment only. So when you go to get to ship back, just like I mentioned before, if you have level 1, that's what you're getting. This is what's kind of going on here. So there's he did an edit essentially here, but if your vehicle is being destroyed without insurance, the intent again is that you lose it. However, it does remain in your account and accessible forever. So the only challenge here is you will be paying an in-game, you will be paying active price to make up for this. Again, you'll get notifications here, but we'll get notes here that you're going to be getting actively have to pay an in-game cost to recover it. And I imagine that in-game recovery cost will be more than the insurance would have been if you chose to do that instead. But again, you don't lose access to it. You still have access to the ship, but again, you just have to pay some sort of in-game fee in order to actually actively recover it. Lifetime duration, LTI. Note that with LTI, you're going to be getting level 1 insurance with a lifetime duration. So, if you only care about level 1, then LTI will do it for you. If you think that LTI is now a scam, good on you, then don't get it anymore. For me, like I said before, I usually do LTI tokens, so I CCU up to ships, so I could care less if I start from an LTI token or not. Typically, I just do because they're usually a war bonded lower cost as it is anyways. But I have some ships without it, so it is what it is. Level 2 here, it is an additional cost, but again, like I mentioned before, it'll cover the components as well as the ship itself. Level 3 will cover ship decorations as well as the special components, like here, the custom components, and the chassis itself. So yeah, none of the levels change. Those all make relatively good sense, and we do have a below note that I'll take a look at. It'll a little more detail to it. A little more big differences between the two, regardless of your lifetime duration or 1 month, 10 years, so forth and so on. If you have a vehicle attributed to the website, every one of them, regardless of the insurance duration, will also have an automatic permanent warranty that will guarantee you will always get this chassis back and stock components back instead of credits, provided you are also within the duration of the original insurance or have renewed it to a game to keep it active or pay the additional premium costs to get it back. That last part being the pay additional premium costs is the most important component. If you lose insurance on it, then you just have to pay the premium if you lost the ship. So yeah, if you pledge a ship, it's never going to go away from your account, which I think is the best way to go about it. I'm not going to, there's no gripes from me about, hey, oh my gosh, you're losing the, losing that ship or somebody is losing out on LTI. It doesn't matter. Everyone should be able to get their ships back if they pledge on the game and have their own pledge ships. Put another way, you can never permanently lose your ship if it's a pledge ship, which is great. I think that's the way the game should be. If you added level 1 insurance, you can add on level 2 or 3 to level 1 insurance, which always makes sense. The only challenge here, we don't know if there'll be a discount for people that do that. So if you have LTI, I don't know if they'll get a discount on level 2 or 3. They don't allude to that at all. It's just something that I think most people are going to go with level 2. That's just my gut feeling. And so when it comes to the LTI, they'll probably have to pay. They're probably going to pay for LTI or level 2 insurance anyways. So LTI may not be as big of a deal anymore. Effectively mean there's no functional difference at all between pledge insurance as you've always known it, but you will now benefit from the additional in-game add-ons that you cover, right? So level 2 is just an enhancement upon what's currently offered in the pledge store. Because everyone that does pledging, if you get insurance, it's always going to be level 1. So think of it at this point, which is something I wanted clarified. I didn't know if it'd be level 2, level 3, level 1. I assumed it'd be level 1, but now we know for sure. If you're pledging a ship, if it's talking about insurance, it is for level 1 insurance. Now, adding additional in-game level 2 or 3 insurance does not invalidate your existing level 1 pledge insurance, which makes sense. The cost to consider these add-ons, not replacement. You'll be inevitable your existing insurance by engaging it in this new system designed to bring additional functionality. Yeah, so no special pledge notes here. Let's see, special additional pledge notes. Not super important. The bottom line, once again, the system is evolution, so it's not necessarily going to be something that's fully implemented, but this is the current design. So yeah, I think it's fine. I'm going to head down here. There is a posting. I like this little Jared Jesus thing. It's kind of funny. I don't know what the lore is behind that, but that's just funny to me. There is this posting here by Zero. I appreciate him putting this together, and so I did expand this. And so this is a look again, insurance and warranty. So with an insurance, you're getting a limited time, or it could be LTI. But obviously with LTI, you're getting that outside the game. As far as I know, they're not going to offer LTI in game, but that would be interesting to see if that's an option. We'll have to wait and see if that will be the case. 1 month, 6 month, 1 year, 10 year, whatever it is that they offer as far as the durations are concerned. The level, which means this is what you'll be actually insured at, whether it'll be level 1 with the chassis, level 2, the chassis and the components, or level 3, chassis components and the decoration stuff. This is for monetary value only. You're only going to get the money back in order to purchase the ship back that you had, depending on which level you have, obviously. The warranty piece, though, is permanent for pledge ships. It is transferable, though, if you... It says bought in-game. I don't know if that'll actually be the case, but you can transfer it to different ships. So this is that transferable warranty that he was referring to. I don't know if you'll actually be able to buy it in-game, but he did mention that you'll be able to earn it in-game, and it will be limited. So it's not something everyone will have all the time. But warranty without insurance gets you nothing. So if you do have a pledge ship, and if you have no money, you're kind of SOL. Like, you'll have to take a loan out, I guess. But you can still get the ship back for a fee, whether you pay the in-game fee or if you decide, again, to stack insurance on it. But if you just have the warranty, know that you're kind of playing a game with Destiny there, and at some point you may have to pay a fee in order to get the ship back if something happens to it. Brand new ship. You got the chassis here, components, you have to pay a level 2. So it's just kind of talking about the different, you have to upgrade the different levels here. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Hopefully that answers most of the questions it does for me. So I hope it does for y'all as well. Appreciate those that take time to like and subscribe. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.